Good afternoon. We're just going to look at a comparison of two properties today, and the big comment or the title is, why is a $32,000 loss? That's right, a loss of 32,000 better than a $2,000 profit. And most people are going to think there's a subdivision, there's something. No, no subdivisions. These are just comparing the cash flow. So we're not looking at the potential. We're not looking at any of the aspects why one property might be better than the other, just solely looking at the cash flow. I'm going to go through why this property losing 32,000 has a better cash flow than the one making $2,000. And obviously that sounds difficult to believe, but it's highlighting a key topic, and it's something that we really want to go through. So we've got this older property. It's 800,000. It's been owned for years. They've got a whole lot of equity in there, 600,000. The total borrowed's only 200,000. So they obviously purchased it for a whole lot less, or they've paid down some debt, but they've got a whole lot lower debt. Rent coming in $625 a week will be nice. 52 weeks, 32,500. Then we've got all the different expenses. So we've got some insurance, we've got interest, current rate about 7.35. I'm just going the advertised rate. Obviously, you try and negotiate and try and get better. We've got property management, we've got rates, we've got high repairs. The example I did with a client had some high repairs coming up. They had a roof replacement coming up. So I look at the repairs over the next 10 years, and we're likely to spend 50,000 on this older property. So this one overall, before we get to depreciation and tax and things like that, we're looking 2,000 profit with current interest rates. Our second example, new build in Auckland, 800,000, getting 725 a week rent, 52 weeks, almost 38,000. The same, all the different expenses, interest at 7.35%, repairs a whole lot lower, $500 is my normal allowance for new build. This property is losing 32,000. So why do I think for cash flow, the loss of 32,000 is better than the profit of 2,000? The big thing here is we're not comparing like with like. We are missing a fundamental problem and an issue with this, and we're missing the $6,000 equity. So obviously, if we took that older rental, the one that we've owned for years, and we sell it, and after expenses, if we end up with 600,000 cash, what happens if we stick that $600,000 into our new build example? Obviously, the cash flow jumps up. So rather than losing 32,000, it's now 12,000 profit. So if we have the same $600,000 in each, this one's making almost 12,000 profit. The old one's making 2,000. So that is a key concept if you're comparing properties. Compare apples with apples. You can't have $600,000 equity or cash sitting in one, and you're comparing the other one with a full mortgage. It does not work. You either need to go full mortgage in each so that there's a full mortgage, no equity, and do the same in the other one, then you're comparing what the real cash flow is. And again, this existing one is a bigger loss than what the new build is. So whether we take all the cash out or we put all the cash in, you've got to do the same for each. You're looking at which one is the best opportunity, and obviously you can sell one, take the cash from that and put that in the other. Also, if you've got a personal home and you've got a debt on that, potentially we might want that 600,000 cash out into your personal mortgage, and that could be a better option as well. So really think carefully when you're comparing properties. Just because you've owned it for 30 years, it's got a tiny mortgage. If you're comparing with another rental, that is not fair, and it's not a fair comparison. You've got to go apples for apples. You've got to put either 100% debt, and that's how I look at most properties, or you've got to put the same equity in and see if you have that cash in there, which is better. So either you sell one, put the cash in the other, or you sell the other one. But yeah, which is better with that same cash in each one? So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully that shows to you why, yeah, losing 32,000 cash flow from a solely cash flow point of view is better than making $2,000. It's actually a better cash flow property once you compare the same with the same. And yeah, put 600,000 cash into any rental, it's pretty much going to make the cash flow look good, but it's really just a band-aid over the problems. It's not showing that true cash flow, whether it's actually a true rental. Hopefully you found that helpful. Thanks a lot. Bye.